On February 17, 2009, all full-power broadcast television stations in the United States will stop broadcasting on analog airwaves and begin broadcasting only in digital. Set-top growth is expected to spike in preparation for the transition. Not only will set-tops meet this demand, but digital services will grow as a result. Still, cable operators and consumers face challenges in awareness and technology transitions.
Well, I think the number one challenge, taking it back from advanced services, obviously is the digital transition. The digital transition in February changes so many things and really sets an opportunity for that last 13–14% of households. Now the question is, does a provider want them? Because the distinguishing characteristic of that non-subscriber is their income, that they're much lower income and obviously less ability to pay a monthly service. So an operator has to look at the value of those subscribers in the digital transition, because that percent of Americans will need something, and it may very well be some form of multi-channel video. Now the other thing to think about on the digital transition is the households that subscribe to cable or satellite TV that have a TV set that's not hooked up. And by my count, that represents about half of all over-the-air television sets in America are in cable and satellite homes. So we cannot forget about those 35 million television sets that are in multi-channel video subscribers' homes as we work through this digital transition. This is not a non-event. This is not Y2K. This is a serious event that will have ramifications for the entire industry.
Well, right now, like a lot of folks, we're working with the digital transition of the broadcasters for February of 2009. So that's what's occupying a lot of my time lately. Consumers still are pretty confused about what they need and what they don't need, and how things are going to affect them come February.
The biggest driver for video next year is the digital transition, the DTV transition. We're in the process now. We have 27 transmitters like that, and we're in the course of transition. We've shut off 2 of our analog services, and the biggest problem is educating the public in the transition from analog to digital. And it's not just HD TV or DTV, but the whole digital domain of what it means. Most people get everything in DTV confused because they think DTV is HD TV, and that's not always the case. Our biggest problem comes not with the younger set who's the iPod all tuned in, YouTube, doing that, but it's with the older people, the grandmas and grandpas who have their set. I've had this set since 1960 and everything's been fine. And I remember when it was in black and white, and now they have multi-channel. They're having a hard time with the conversion. So our biggest obstacle is educating the public into their options that are available and how we're there to help them provide them those services.
The move to digital, we have 2 plants, and one we went all digital, and we introduced digital with Motorola's help, and that has almost doubled our capacity, and has almost doubled our subscribers by being able to go to all digital, and the channels that we could increase. We went from a system that had 36 channels up to we're offering 150 with digital compression and a digital system. It's really made a difference in our bottom line.